Good evening and welcome to Hens Sports Night, Season 6, Episode 1. Fly, Eagles, fly. My name is Ryan Furman alongside Dylan Devine, and the Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl 59 champions, defeating the Kansas City Chiefs 40-22. Jalen Hurts was this year's Super Bowl MVP, throwing for 221 yards, rushing for 72, and had 3 total touchdowns.
Go Birds. Moving over, continuing with the NFL, Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills is this year's MVP. He led his Bills to an AFC Championship game with a record of 13-4, as well as Saquon Barkley winning Offensive Player of the Year this year in his first year as an Eagle, breaking the all-time single-season rushing record, including playoffs, with 2,504 yards rushing.
Can't forget about Jaden Daniels, who won Offensive Rookie of the Year after his historic season with the Washington Commanders, leading his team to their first NFC Championship since 1992.
Now moving over to the NHL, the Panthers, Capitals, Jets, and Oilers are currently leading their divisions with the NHL resuming play on Saturday, the 22nd. Before then, however, all the buzz is around the Four Nations face-off. It will conclude with the heated rematch championship game between the United States and Canada. The game is currently underway. Go USA.
That game's going to be incredible. But moving on to the NBA, the Cavs are still the leaders in the Eastern Conference, and the Thunder are still the leaders in the West. However, all the talk in the NBA has been about the trades. The NBA deadline had concluded on February 6th with big moves for teams like the Golden State Warriors acquiring Jimmy Butler from the Miami Heat. However, the trade that had everyone staring at their phones in confusion was the blockbuster trade between the Lakers for Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks for Anthony Davis, among other names. More on this blockbuster trade later tonight in the show.
Now it's time for MLB spring training. It's well underway, guys. All players have reported to their respective teams in Florida and Arizona, with the Cubs and Dodgers already playing the first game of spring training earlier today, with the Cubs defeating the Dodgers 12-4.
Dodgers are going to be scary this year, but also the New York Mets signed outfielder Juan Soto to a 15-year, $765 million deal. Other teams include the Red Sox signing Alex Bregman, the Yankees acquiring Max Fried, Kyle Tucker to the Cubs, and many more. We will have more coverage on these moves later on in the show as well.
Excited to be talking about it later. Congratulations to Delaware's Chrissy Raywalk for being named CEO of USA Swimming. Raywalk is stepping down as UD's Director of Athletics, and we will wish her all the best for this incredible opportunity.
Also, a huge congratulations to UD's softball team as they made history earlier this month when they defeated the 20th ranked Michigan Wolverines. This was the first time in the program's history that they defeated a ranked opponent. UD defeated Michigan by a score of 8-2.
And finally, another big announcement from our softball team, as they will be opening up their 2025 season in their brand new field behind the Bob Carpenter Center. Excited to see all the future memories the Hens will be making there.
And now let's move ahead to Dylan's sports trivia package, Guess the Year.
Welcome everyone to HSN Tries to Guess the Year in Sports. So Sam, pick the category.
Let's start off with MLB for 100.
All right, there we go. So you have to guess what year this photo was taken in. Write your guess down. Luke?
We're quoting the famous Prince, 1999.
I have no clue, but I'm going with 2000.
I also have no clue. I put 2008.
I have no clue. I put 1996.
The correct answer is 2001. So that means Smitty is the closest and gets half the point. So he gets it.
Yeah.
Smitty,
Yes, that is me.
pick.
Let's go with UD for 100.
There we go.
Oh my God.
Is it?
What year?
Was it 2022?
I believe it's 2021 in the fall. Or, it's in March. That would be 2022. Never mind.
I just put 2015.
I put 2022.
And the year is 2022.
Yeah,
So who else got it? Kook?
Yeah, me and Electra got it.
I knew it was
NHL
22
for
'cause
100. Very iconic American photo.
Do I get extra points for the month?
Was it 1980?
Smitty?
February 22nd, 1980.
1989. I got it wrong.
Electra?
That's February 20th or 22nd, 1980.
And the answer is 1980. All right, Electra.
NFL 100.
NFL 100.
So 2007 season, but it was in 2008.
Smitty?
I'm saying 2012.
2000 season was 08. 2007 season. My bad.
I have no idea. I said 2001.
And the correct answer is 2008.
Sometimes stuff happens.
Smitty,
Let's go NBA 100.
NBA 100. There it is.
2000?
2002.
I said 2003.
1999.
1999,
Should've
and the
just
answer
checked it.
is 2001. So that
So I
means
get a half point?
2000, 2002, and 2003. You guys have to rock, paper, scissors for it.
Ooh.
My vengeance.
There, you're back
Redemption.
into it. All right, Electra.
NHL for 200, please.
This is a really good photo, guys.
Wow.
Really good photo. Iconic
elbow?
exhibition game between the Chicago Blackhawks and Sesame Street.
Wooden
Who is that? Like, there's Bert and there's Big Bird.
Wow.
I don't even know if Sesame Street existed in this
Wow.
year.
Kook, you're gonna start us off
can
right
we
now.
get another, like,
What
5
do you think
seconds
it
here?
is?
Oh, 1970?
1970.
I'm going 1955.
Okay.
I'm taking a page out of Bowling for Soup, 1985.
1963.
And the
Those
answer
wooden
is
sticks.
1975. So let's see.
Brutal.
Kook is the closest to
We're
it.
closer than you did.
Wow.
National Basketball Association for 2000.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, this was, I know this.
Oh, that's that game, right?
Yeah, it's that one,
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
those
yeah.
games.
Yeah. Over Brian Russell.
Kook, start us off.
1998.
93.
95.
72.
72.
Jordan's not that old.
1998.
Okay.
And the final category, UD football.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't even know what
Okay, because
Touch
this
grass.
one here.
And the final round, Kook.
If this is from the final season before his draft, it would have been 07.
07.
Twas.
What number?
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Twas.
2003. 2006.
Oh,
We have a
okay,
rock, paper,
so-
scissors off for the final round.
Brutal.
There you go.
There we go. I still
That's
won.
about it.
So, like,
Yeah.
Kook won the game.
I
Kook, how do you
didn't
feel?
lose.
I thought I knew my years. I know them pretty well, and I'm proud of myself for knowing yours.
Welcome, everybody. I'm James Gallagher, and I'm going to be joined with Matt Pollard and Giancarlo Villanueva. Today, we're going to talk about the NBA trade deadline. Let's start it off, guys, with the biggest trade of them all, Luka Doncic going to the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's get your thoughts.
I mean, when I first heard about that trade, the first thing that came to my mind was when I was 10 years old and I was playing 2K my career. I was just messing around, making random trades, and that's one of them that I would expect from that because I have no idea how that actually went through.
Honestly, when I saw it, I thought I was looking at NBA since hell. I mean, like, it was so shocking to me. Like, excuse me, when the Lakers were, the Lakers have been actively pursuing someone post-LeBron era, and they got their answer in Luka Doncic.
I mean, yeah, I agree with you. I think Luka's going to be their star moving forward. But now let's move into the next trade that the Lakers tried to make. They tried to trade for the Hornets center Mark Williams, and Mark Williams ended up failing a physical, and so they ended the trade. I want to get your guys' initial thoughts, and then I'm going to throw a take I have after.
I mean, he looked healthy yesterday until LeBron dunked on him. I mean, I think they had buyer's remorse. I was seeing people say that on Twitter. But, I mean, I'm not really sure why they, canceled that trade because they don't have a center now. Like, they literally, that's the one thing they need, and they got rid of it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's a huge loss. When you look at the Western Conference, you're going to have guys like Jackson Hayes and Alex Len on someone like Jokic. Definitely hurts their playoff contention, but excited to see what they have looking forward in terms of making more moves.
Okay, now my take is the Lakers, if they were having buyer's remorse with Mark Williams, they should have called a team in Philadelphia that has a big dumb, I won't say, who plays center. His name's Joel Embiid. And, I would have given him away for a ham sandwich, low-key. Whatever contracts I need to match and get this trade done, I would have done. I'm sorry, Mr. Embiid, if you're watching, but you're not that good anymore. Pollard?
I mean, you pretty much hit everything off right there. I mean, I've been defending him for all these years, trying to be like, oh, he wasn't trying to do this. Oh, he's trying his hardest. He's injured. He's trying. I've given up now. He's falling down, flopping every time. He's lazy. He's eating donuts every 2 seconds. I'm done with him.
Philly has the franchise in Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain as well. It's time to move to a new era in Philadelphia sports for basketball.
I mean, I think exactly what you guys are saying. You know, I think everything worked out. And then we're going to even touch on more Sixers later with another trade that I think. But let's move on to San Antonio. They trade for De'Aaron Fox, and I thought initially this was going to be a dynamic duo with the alien Victor Wembanyama and Swiper the Fox and De'Aaron Fox. I was really excited to watch. Hopefully they can make the playoffs. But Giancarlo, I hear you got an interesting take on what the Spurs should now do.
Yeah, honestly, instead of going for mediocrity within the playoff contention, maybe they should look towards the stacked draft class of 2025. Guys like Cooper Flagg and Ace Bailey are definitely worth looking at when you look at the young pieces like Devin Vassell and Jeremy Sohan. So when you combine all those with Victor Wembanyama, CP3 you don't expect to be in contention for too long, but also De'Aaron Fox, that is a promising title contention playoff team.
Yeah, I mean, it's truly a shame that Wembanyama, he has a blood clot in his shoulder. I think that came out literally today.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a huge loss for him. Hopefully it's not long term, because if it is, that's going to be terrible.
Yeah, especially that when he was coming out, everyone was saying, oh, this is the next LeBron. This is basically the greatest prospect we've ever seen in the game of basketball. Now let's touch on probably the final trade we're going to talk about. That's Jimmy Butler going to the Golden State Warriors. Now, Golden State, rumors were they called about every team out there and was like, hey, we want this guy. We want this guy. Butler originally said, no, I don't want to go to Golden State, but ends up signing a 2-year extension worth about $120 million upon his arrival. Thoughts, guys? This is the answer.
I get why they're trying to make a big move. They're worried because Curry's he might only have another year or two, so they have to make a move while he's still there. But I don't know if this is a good move for them at all, because at this point, Curry's old, Draymond's old, Jimmy's old. They need a center, just like the Lakers. But I mean, Curry's not going to be able to launch threes for 5 or 6 more years probably. He only has another year probably.
Yeah, to that point, you have to question Jimmy Butler's motivation with how he left the Heat and his tenure from being a legendary person to look up since Dwayne Wade. And now, although his production's serviceable, we don't know if that's going to equate to a title championship.
I think everything you guys are saying, I think Jimmy Butler's only going to take that team so far. You're not going to be able to compete against a big man like Jokic. You know, there's just a lot of factors that are going to hinder this Golden State team from getting to that championship. So thank you guys for tuning in to NBA Trades. We're now going to send it to Elettra, Riley, and Smitty talking about their study abroad trip.
Hey everyone, welcome to another segment. I'm joined with Elettra, Riley, and myself, Tyler, and we went abroad to London and Paris. Just first to kick things off, we visited a bunch of stadiums. We went to Chelsea, Wembley, West Ham, Fulham,
Wimbledon.
Well,
Wembley.
yeah, Wimbledon.
Said Wembley.
What was your favorite one, Elettra?
Personally, my favorite was Wembley.
Okay.
I really liked that it was a multi-stadium kind of thing, so you got a different vibe from it than the smaller ones, and I kind of enjoyed myself there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
What about you, Riley?
I would say Wimbledon, just because I'm a facilities and ops kind of person, and that's where we learned most about how they maintain their courts, and that they have to have someone there every single day. They count each blade of grass within a certain square footage, so I found that really interesting.
Yeah, I think it's kind of crazy all the time and preparation that goes into just having a grass court. We learned at Wimbledon that it's really one of the few grass courts left in the world, and it's so prestigious. It takes so much time to just do the courts. Personally, my favorite stadium was Chelsea. Just seeing that atmosphere, seeing a game live there. It was an FA Cup match against Morecambe, but I mean, just the atmosphere. There's no U.S. sport quite like it, where there's songs, chants, no matter what the score is. There is.
My favorite part of that specific game was Morecambe. Final score of that game ended up being 5-0, so it was a pretty big blowout by Chelsea. But the entire time we're sitting with the Morecambe fans to our left. And they're just chanting, it's only 3-0, it's only 4-0, it's only... never in my life have I seen a team lose that bad and have that same kind of winning cheerfulness.
Well, I think it's a testament to how much they love their team, because their vibes never go down. But it's also the fact that Chelsea was favored to win and they were expected to blow them out.
Yeah.
And they were trying to tell the Chelsea fans, like, you should be winning by more, but you're not.
Yeah. It's just crazy to see just the cultural atmosphere that soccer has there. Like it feels like a religion there. Like everyone knows it, but there's tens of thousands of people just singing songs. They all know the same chant. They're all singing it. They know when to sing it, when to stop. Like it's just so organized, and it's something that it just gave me a good perspective. Like there's nothing like that in U.S. sport. Obviously, being there between London and Paris for 21 days, what was your guys' favorite memory? I'll start with you, Electra.
Personally, I'm gonna go. My favorite part of the trip was this little part we had in Paris. We went to go see. I don't remember what
it was like where Team USA.
It's like a sport boarding school kind of thing, is what it was, and they've got some really nice therapy facilities, and they have a little cryo chamber and a water bed. And because it was one of the few days that we only had, 9 of us there.
Yeah.
We got to use all of them. My back has never felt better that entire trip than that one. Like that 5 minutes was the best part of my entire trip.
Yeah. We were there for like 2 hours doing that stuff.
Hands down.
Yeah. I've never been more relaxed or more cold in my life. Yeah. I would say my favorite was cricket, just because like I know we went in there having learned some of how cricket works thanks to a past HSN package. And the way we played the game, I was the last person standing for my team, and we won. So that's kind of like a little flex on my end, but that was a very fun memory because we got that hands-on experience on top of touring the facilities.
I'd say, just quickly to wrap it up, my favorite memory was going to Chelsea. I think their fan engagement there is not like any other stadium we visited. Their museum was pretty interactive. They had a little scoring simulator that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just the trophies that they've won in the past, and being able to, as small as it is, being able to keep the little credentials we got on tour, that's definitely like a physical, tangible memory that I'll have for a while. But I mean, there's so many memories we made. Like it's pretty countless.
Yeah, I wish we could go back.
Yeah, maybe
it was an experience.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll all go back. But for right now, we're stuck here in Delaware talking to you about our experiences. So with that being said, we're gonna wrap it up and kick it off to the next part of our show. Thanks.
Well, football season's over. Eagles are the champions of the National Football League. Now it's time for some spring training and some MLB baseball. Casey, start us off. What are we excited for?
Well, personally, I hope that the Phillies can come back from a disappointing season for the last couple of years. We were so close 2 years ago, and it was ripped right from under us. However, we do have some new fantastic additions to the team. We have a couple of new additions from our minor affiliate, the Iron Pigs in the Lehigh Valley. And we also have Kent Emanuel, who's a pitcher on the Astros. So hopefully some new talent. I think a lot of people are really getting too comfortable with the team that we've seen. Harper, JT, Alec. I think we're ready for some fresh new talent.
Yeah, Sam, how are the Orioles looking this spring training?
Team, I think, definitely has regressed in terms of some talent. Corbin Burns being gone is rough. But, you got some decent additions. Sagano's a good way to round out the bullpen. Old Charlie Morton really isn't much. O'Neill's a decent Santander replacement. I think they're mostly just banking on letting the guys grow another year, which, I would have liked to see a star added, but...
Yeah, I mean, I'll respect the American League champion New York Yankees. Yeah. A little questionable with the offseason, Soto going. I personally would have not wanted to pay one person all that money. I think them picking up players like Devin Williams, Paul Goldschmidt, Cody Bellinger, and the mentality is that this isn't 2017 anymore, so it's kind of hard to play this game of like, if I was a kid, this team would be amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
Fortunately, we're a little older now, and they're going to have to prove themselves if this team could play past their age. But I think the main team going into this season, past spring training, guys, it's the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yes.
Let's just go into
100%.
it. Who's beating them?
No, like they have I did some reading. They have a 20% chance of winning the World Series again this year. Meanwhile, other teams, Phillies only have a 4% chance. And let's be real, there's not a high chance of someone else beating them unless there's just a complete surprise by a team that can come out of nowhere.
They pick up Sasaki from Japan with an ERA of 2 and over 500 strikeouts. I mean, this guy is only 23 years old, I believe, and going into a 9-man rotation, Sam.
Yeah.
What do you do with that?
I mean, granted, the Dodgers have had injury issues for years, but, you got a rotation of currently Yamamoto, Ohtani until he comes back, You got Sasaki. You got
Glass now.
You got Snell. Screw a rotation of aces. This is a rotation of Cy Young candidates.
Yeah.
Plus guys like Kershaw, Gavin Stone. You got Bobby Miller. You have Tony Gonsolin. Plenty of depth guys. Their AAA rotation is better than I'd say probably half of MLB's rotations.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to go into the season with only the villain of injuries to go against. Other than that, I don't see many teams being able to compete against them.
Not at all.
But other teams in the Dodgers, who do we think are going to be sleeper teams? Personally, I say the Orioles and the Royals, as I coined it, a royal regression. I think the Tigers are going to be coming in with their pickups of Tommy Kahnle, Jack Flaherty, and Gleyber Torres among players. But I think Orioles and Royals not looking too good, Kook.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I think the Orioles will regress, but I think we'll still definitely be in the playoff consideration. I actually think that the Royals, I have an opposite opinion of them. I believe their additions this offseason, they're getting a year older, which, for a team like New York, where it's older, that's not as great of a thing when you have a team like the Royals that are younger. That's obviously a sign of improvement. And then they have made a good offseason. They kept Michael Wacha around, which I thought was great. Signed Carlos Estevez to bolster the bullpen. And they just have a team that I think is built perfectly for a postseason push. And you mentioned the Tigers. I think they're going to be really good.
Let's go into now season awards, MVPs. I'm going to start off. I think Judge might run it back with a 50-plus home run season, a little ambitious. And then I got to go with Juan Soto with the Mets. I think he's going to have an even better career with the Mets his first season than he did with the Yankees.
I completely agree. I think that the hype is just going to really follow him. I mean, that could go to his head and he could play horribly, but of course, he's with a fresh new team. Sorry. Personally, I think that the Phillies could go again for Bryce Harper for MVP for the 4th time. I think he's a great asset to our team. However, I do think that they do tend to party a little bit too hard when they find out that they
a win's a win. A win isn't let's
they're we can't rest. We need to.
And Kook, and lastly, Orioles. Yay, nay, how we feeling?
I'm feeling like this offseason, it's a bit of a boom, but spring training's coming. Adley's looking really good allegedly so far, so I think this team might get a few big booms.
Yeah, well, I'm very excited to see it. I personally think Jazz Chisholm of the Yankees are going to have a sneaky good year for it, but that'll be for later in the season. Now, we're going to feel the love from Valentine's Day with James and Mendy for Prime Time on the Streets.
It's time for... We bring the prime to you.
So it's prime time. We're back on the streets. Day after Super Bowl. Birds got the victory. Normally we're all about spreading hate, but today we're going to look to find some people's Valentines out here on the green.
So we're going to go around. We're going to ask people who their favorite players are. For example, shout out D Rose, all love, and let's see what happens. Hi, I'm here with
Dylan.
So Dylan, who's your favorite athlete of all time?
I'd probably say LeBron James.
Yes, sir. Well, daddy, baby.
Yes, sir.
What? So I'm standing here with
Veda.
And I want to know, who's your favorite sports athlete of all time?
I would have to say LeBron, the GOAT.
LeBron James. Yes. So I'm standing here with
Ben.
Okay, Ben. We got Valentine's Day coming up, so we've been going around. We're trying to find out who's everyone's favorite athlete, so let's hear it.
I got to go with my glorious king, LeBron James.
LeBron, he's been a popular answer. You surprised?
No, not at all. I did some debating in my head, and it just came back to LeBron every time, man. I've had the pleasure of watching him for a little while now, and he really is the GOAT.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm standing here with
Nathan.
So Nathan, I want to know, Valentine's Day is coming up. Who's your favorite athlete?
Probably Thunder Thighs himself, Saquon Barkley.
So I'm standing here with
Nolan Matthews.
Okay, Nolan. I want to know, who's your favorite athlete, all time?
What's his name? Myles Garrett.
Okay, so I'm with
Brady. Crawford.
So who were your guys' favorite childhood athletes growing up?
I don't know about a childhood athlete, but Garrett Wilson. Stay in New York, buddy.
I'd have to go with Eddie Lacy.
Eddie Lacy, one cheeseburger away from being a Popeyes worker. Love to hear it. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
I'm here with
Thomas Downey.
So with Valentine's Day coming around, who's your Valentine athlete?
Valentine athlete, Ed Reed.
That's a nice ball.
All right, thank you.
Hi, I'm here with
Krish Goswami.
So, Krish, who is your favorite athlete? It could be any sport, like your favorite athlete of all time, childhood hero, something like that.
I'd say my favorite athlete of all time right now is probably Steph Curry. Big fan of basketball and his three-point shooting. So yeah, Steph Curry all the way, man.
You know, I gotta agree with him. Steph, in my opinion, the best point guard of all time. Have a great day. Hi, I'm here with
Robbie.
Steven.
So, boys, you know, with Valentine's Day around the corner, who's your favorite athlete of all time?
All time, I'd probably say David Ortiz, my favorite Red Sox player. I grew up watching him. And then probably now, I don't know, currently might be like Rafael Devers.
David Wright is the GOAT.
Yes, sir, David Wright. Shout out Mets. You know, David Ortiz is a pull. You know, the big 3-0 comeback against the Yankees. Yankees fans watching the show. And yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Yo, James, where did Anthony go?
Bro, I really don't know where this kid Anthony went, bro. Like, let's go find him.
Oh, I found him. Bro, it's Valentine's Day and he's alone again? Well, then again, happy Valentine's Day to all of our supporters. And go Birds! Back to you guys in the studio.
Sorry, guys. I was doing some light reading. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Guess That HSN Member. I'm your host, Anthony Calvanese, here with Team Philly and Team 2S's. The rules are, I will give a clue, and you will have 10 seconds to answer. Write it on your board. All right, we ready?
Yep. Let's do it.
So the first question is, this person's first appearance on the HSN was an NBA playoff segment. You can never really tell which team they actually support. All right, I'm going to go with Ryan and Matt first. Your answer?
We said James because he can't support any city for any team.
Okay. And then Cuckoo and Smitty.
We said Tony.
The answer is James Gallagher.
Oh, let's go. Wow.
All right.
That
Quickly erase.
clue gave it away.
Quickly erase. So this person said Brett Favre threw the most passing touchdowns in NFL history in our sports fast money segment. Gonna need a guess though, guys.
Current?
Yes,
HSN
they're all
members?
current
Okay.
HSN
I was
members.
gonna guess last.
It's me, you.
All right. We're gonna go with Smitty and Cuckoo first.
We went with Sam Mendelson, Mendy.
All right, and Pollard and Furman.
We had the same.
Yep, the answer is Sam Mendelson, and he was wrong on that. In our HSN Tries Cricket video, 2 people got a bowl out. Anthony got one, and this person got the other.
Where's George?
What's the ball out again?
I'm pretty sure.
It's like the strikeout. All right, we'll go with Cuckoo and Smitty first.
We went with Elettra.
All right, and you guys?
I went with George. My other guess would have been Elettra.
The answer is not George. It is
I should have
Elettra.
gone with my gut. I should have gone with my gut.
I feel like George would have been like
All right.
obvious.
This person showed up to our HSN pool relay the most prepared to swim.
God. Yeah, definitely.
We got some fast answers over here. We'll go with Cuckoo and Smitty first.
Handwriting.
We went with Riley.
All right, and you guys?
As you can tell by phenomenal writing, that's Riley right there.
I don't know. We might not give you a point for that, but the answer is Riley. All right. This member of HSN was eliminated in our HSN assassin game in his own bed. He was laying in bed and he was murdered.
Oh. I wonder who that was.
I'm gonna go with Furman and Pollard first.
Mr. Samuel Kukazela.
And you guys should have the same answer, right?
My
Cuckoo?
partner.
Hi.
Yeah.
Laz,
I don't think he was happy about this one.
If you're watching, Laz, if that was a.
Weren't very happy about that one? All right. This member of HSN was the only person to hit a home run that wasn't in the air. It was a grounder home run in our mic'd up intramural package.
Think?
You guys,
Maybe.
I'm going to need an answer from you guys. Write something down.
They'll go first.
Well, you're going to write it late. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to go with Furman and Pollard first. I'm watching them right.
The marker's done. The marker's done.
Furman and Pollard. Smitty, yes, he hit a grounder home run. And you should know it.
Did?
What? I couldn't even guess it.
He couldn't get his own.
I didn't know he did.
All right.
All
right. Well, okay.
Forget that. That was you that hit that.
I was too distracted.
The next question is,
that I hit.
this person lost to Rocco in the final of our basketball three-point shootout.
Oh, that
Choked.
was...
Some would say choked to Rocco. All right. As we're writing, we'll go over here with Furman and Pollard.
I was gonna write me, but I didn't want to lose points for it, so I actually wrote my name.
Yep, Furman. You guys, what'd you guys go with?
One down.
Furman, yep. Furman lost.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
Get 0.
All right.
Wait, we're tied right now, right? We're tied?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this person's, I'm now debuting their new nickname, the King of Cricket. You guys should get this one easy. Quick flip of the boards for both of you guys. We'll go with Pollard and Furman first.
Cricket questions.
I wish this question was
Cuckoo and
first.
Smitty.
Because then I would have guessed the electric for
All right.
the other one. Unfortunately.
This person, another HSN assassin question. This person was tricked with the old lost wallet trick in our HSN assassin video.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we all remember that?
I'm replaying it
and
in my
look,
head now.
if you don't remember
I
any
was
of
blind.
these questions or know any of these answers, you should go back and watch our videos. We'll go with Cuckoo and Smitty
It was
first.
James, right?
No, Cuckoo and Smitty first.
It was a guy on stage right now.
It was
Pollard.
Matthew Pollard.
It was Matthew Pollard.
You guys should have answered the same way. Yep.
Mike had you.
All right.
Oh, what a picture.
This member of HSN made it on to Barstool Philly for his post-NFC Championship game celebrations. We'll go with Pollard and Furman first.
Sean.
All I gotta say is good thing that was muted.
You also went
Oh,
with
very
Sean.
much so.
Hey, we all celebrate in our own ways, and that's okay. All right.
There's just some
Now,
ways I can post.
this person loves soccer, and their favorite team is Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I wonder who this is.
I don't.
Well,
could it be?
I'm gonna need an answer,
We
guys.
need to write something down.
Write something down. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna go
What are you?
Giancarlo from them. And what do you guys
We
have?
have two soccer fans, and it's
One is,
Naha.
one is a West Ham fan, and the other is a Naha,
He's the
who is
only
a
other soccer
Wolverhampton
fan.
Wanderers
That's
fan.
what I was-
That is correct.
Wait, you guys got.
All right, guys.
No chemistry over
That
there,
is
by
the
the
end
way.
of the game. We
Yeah, I
have our
was gonna say,
winners
that's
up over
a-
here. Thank you guys for watching.
game.
Our next
Philly on
episode's in
top
2 weeks
always.
on March 6th. Have a good day.